Now on Sunrise, hundreds of nurses in Gresham say they're ready to hit the picket line. What's next at Legacy Mount Hood Medical Center? Plus details on a new facility preparing to offer safety, help, and hope to women and children. Your news starts now. Good morning and thanks for getting up with us as you kick off your Sunday at 6 a.m. I'm Libby Dowsett alongside Corey Johnson, and we have clouds again today.
Yeah, a little bit of cloud cover to start the morning on our Sunday, but the good news is no rain.
Yeah,
so we'll take it. Exactly, we'll take that. So taking a look at satellite and radar, off to a pretty decent start compared to yesterday. Not seeing much in the way of showers. What we do have in the way of rainfall is way out east, so it's good to see that we aren't starting the morning wet. A look from our downtown Portland camera, beautiful start to our Sunday. You can see the sun starting to peek out of those clouds for us. And it is going to be a rather seasonably warm day, 64 degrees for us, so fairly normal. Out in the Dalles, a similar story, a great picture for us. Some clouds off in the distance, but 58 degrees there at this time. And from our state capitol, beautiful shot of the building there. Also some cloud cover. That'll be the common theme. Morning clouds, afternoon sun. The temperature 63 degrees. A look at your temperatures across the state right now. Pretty good. Again, seasonable for this time of year. In the morning, starting a little bit cooler. Pendleton sitting at 61, 48 in Yakima, 60 in Astoria at this time near the coast. And speaking of your coast forecast, it is going to be staying around the 60s for your high, partly cloudy in the morning, but then breaking up to that afternoon sun. 68 is the high in Astoria. This afternoon, if you want to plan out your entire day, 71 by 2 o'clock, and then as we get to 5, reaching around 75. We're not quite going to hit the 80s today, but we will still feel very comfortable, Libby.
All right, Corey, thank you. We are tracking a developing situation in Portland's Lloyd District. The major crash team is working a case in which one person has died. This happened just before 3 o'clock at Northeast MLK and Holiday near the entrance to the Oregon Convention Center. Police say a semi-truck hit 2 pedestrians. One person died at the scene, while the other was rushed to the hospital with serious injuries. The driver of the semi kept going, but was eventually stopped in southeast Portland. Investigators say the driver may not have known they hit someone. The crash investigation has severely disrupted MAX service. TriMet is using shuttle buses for all stops between Gateway and the Rose Quarter. This is the 5th and final weekend closure for a portion of northbound Highway 217. Paving work is happening between 99 West to Shoals Ferry Road. The closure was supposed to start Friday, but recent rain delayed it until yesterday. Crews hope to reopen the road by 5 Monday morning. If you are traveling north, 5-mile stretch of I-5 northbound in Seattle is closed. Crews are replacing concrete and aging expansion joints. Washington's Transportation Department is strongly advising drivers consider public transit or to plan for extra traffic.
Well, you can get where you want to go, but you're just going to have to plan ahead.
Definitely think about I'm not going to do that event up north because then I have to deal with the traffic.
The road is set to fully reopen Monday morning, also at 5. Similar closures are coming up for the southbound lanes of the bridge this fall. Hundreds of nurses at a local hospital have set the stage for a strike after nearly 2 years at the negotiating table. Nurses at Legacy Mount Hood Medical Center claim Legacy Health is refusing to, quote, make meaningful investments in recruiting and retaining frontline caregivers. They've been without a contract since joining the Oregon Nurses Association in April of 2023. Negotiations began in December of that year. One nurse told us part of the delay was due to the now canceled merger between Legacy and OHSU.
Since that point, Legacy hasn't made a lot of meaningful forward progress. And so we did everything we could to try to compel them to get closer to us, and to make some movement. But it just has taken so long, and the nurses were ready for action.
The vote to authorize the strike does not include a set date, but the union says they'll be ready to hit the picket line if 2 mediation sessions later this month are unsuccessful. Legacy Health responded to the vote in a statement saying in part, "We remain hopeful we can reach an agreement with our nurses and we continue to engage in good faith bargaining." A new women's transitional home and recovery center, years in the making, is almost ready. This weekend, volunteers are preparing the Union Gospel Mission's new Rock Creek facility for its grand opening. Jake Holter got a tour of the new 53,000 square foot facility.
So this new facility will be able to house 80 women and children from a couple months to a couple years.
So this would be commons area here.
Union Gospel Mission Executive Director Matt Stein giving us the grand tour of their newest facility, a recovery center and transitional home for women and children.
A place that exists that when a lady says, I'm stuck, I need help, I'm scared, they can come in the doors here and get the help that they need.
Fully funded by private donors, the $22 million, 53,000 square foot facility boasts 56 rooms for women and children in various walks of life. Rooms can hold anywhere from a single woman to a mom with 5 kids.
If I'm running from something, if I'm stuck in life, you can come in the door and get stable and then start to turn a corner and dream of your future. That's what we really want this place to be.
For those in transitional housing, you can still work at your outside job. For those in recovery, there are jobs inside the facility to help ease through the recovery process. The facility also hosts an education center, a children's activity center, a commercial kitchen, a counseling center, and a chapel.
Having toured it many times when it's just the frame, but now seeing all the finishing touches, I'm just amazed at how intentional the whole building was put together.
Over the next 10 years, Union Gospel Mission plans to offer more than 2,000 women and children a chance at new life.
Couldn't be more thankful that we have the chance to help and impact the Portland community and be one more voice saying people are cared about, they're loved, and they're okay when they're coming in with us.
And the grand opening for Union Gospel Mission's new Rock Creek facility is September 13th. Reporting in Rock Creek, Jake Holter, KGW News.
An old and seemingly run-down piece of Portland history is set to once again go up for auction. The iconic Gordon's Fireplace building is hard to miss along I-84. Kyle Aboshi has our update.
The old Gordon's Fireplace shop in Northeast Portland is one of the city's biggest eyesores. It's a skeleton of a building. It's become a magnet for graffiti. But go inside and you'll find the remnants of a historic structure with solid old-growth timber and sturdy post and beam supports. The bones of this building have stood the test of time.
When we first took this on, we thought this needs to be torn down, but as you walk it and see the history and how it could be salvaged, it is amazing. It's like gold on the inside.
Carl Grending of SVN Embry Realty hopes this historic building will find the right owner when it goes in the auction block on October 13th through 15th. Starting bid is $225,000.
Similar to eBay, there's a opening bid and you can bid up accordingly.
The building, originally constructed in 1918, was previously known as the Aircraft Factory, named for the aircraft that were once built on site. It later became a furniture store, then Gordon's Fireplace shop for more than 60 years. In 2016, Gordon's Fireplace closed its doors, and this old building hasn't been the same since, despite big plans for renovation.
Usually you can see Mount Hood out here.
The property, which overlooks Interstate 84, narrowly avoided being sold at a city foreclosure auction in September of last year, after a court-appointed receiver stepped in. Since then, there have been legal struggles and on and off plans to sell the property.
There's a lot of players involved. There's a lot of money at risk. And so, I think this is it. This is the one.
The building stands 3 stories tall and stretches over 25,000 square feet. They're big, bright, open spaces, ideal for a mix of residential and retail. Existing plans call for 19 apartments above and a coffee shop or gym below, giving this historic building new life.
Anyone interested in bidding on that property can register online, although you've got to prove that you have the money. And there is a reserve, a hidden minimum price the seller is willing to accept, so the building won't sell unless bidding hits that mark.